Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Trust you and yours are well, and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my team subscribers. You're a lot celebrated and, of course, appreciated. So, we are here today. We'll be talking about, the bond, the $15,000 bond that Trump put on African countries visiting a United States. So US puts a bond of $15,000 on Zimbabwe, on Malawi, on Nigeria. I'm sure of it. And I think there are more. There are more African nations that this bond is tied on. Of course, Namibia's president, Ibu Mama, retaliating, by expelling US citizens who had refused to obey the rule that she had given from the beginning of this year. Now, this whole issue of bond of $15,000 is just a message to Africans: remain in your country. We don't want you in the US. Because which ordinary person would have such amount, 15,000 US dollars? You are aware that the collective West have weakened the currencies of African countries, okay? And if they want to change their money from the local currency to the US dollar, it's going to take a whole lot of millions. And then we have Trump here giving such a rule. What do we make of this? Like I said, he's just letting you know, remain in your nation, don't come to America. I told you from the beginning, Trump is protecting the interests of his people. He's protecting the interest of those who look like him. Do I find any fault in him? No, I do not, because he's doing what he feels is right for his people. What is pursuing us from our continent? What is pursuing us? Come, let's just have this. Let's just have this heart to heart. What is that thing that is pursuing us from our continent? Various countries in the continent. The excuse we might give is, poor living. You're going to get, searching for a greener pasture. You think it's always green on the other side, but it's not always like that. We run away, leave our continent to be in this situation our country is in. Different countries in the motherland. Now, who had enticed Africans from the beginning that their countries, their continents cannot provide for them, cannot give them that dream that they need? They should come to their own nations. Who? The same people who is kicking your asses back right now. These are the same people that have told you that nothing good can come out of you if you're in the continent. They have wooed our young men and women with gift and talent to run away. And after they are done using you, you build their nation, build their economy. They are kicking you back and making it impossible for you to go. I know a lot of persons who will sell their inheritance, their children inheritance, their grandchildren inheritance, ensure their whole generational line, they will sell it just to make this amount and go to the United States. There are Africans who can do that. That is still the level of the brainwashing. When I look at some of the policies that Donald Trump began to initiate as he emerged the second term in office, I'm happy. And I feel Africans should be happy. Well-meaning Africans should be happy. Because these policies are helping Africans realize their dream, rediscovering that they can make it without the West. We can make it. Come on. What is tying us to this so-called American dream, running to Europe and America, going to Canada, spending a huge amount of money when you will not even be appreciated? What is that thing? So, after I saw this, I was happy. And then to get to the information that Able Mama, the president of Namibia, had, sent back some Americans to go back. She had said this is what needs to be done, and you refused to listen to her. You came in regardless. So she's firing you back. Anyway, let's listen to the news and then we take it up from there.
Now, Namibia has introduced new visa regulations requiring U.S. citizens, along with nationals from over 30 countries, including the UK.
Namibia is flipping the script in a move that signals growing frustration over unequal travel policies. The country is introducing new visa requirements for US and other Western allies.
Breaking headlines straight from Southern Africa, this one's sending shockwaves all the way to Capitol Hill. Namibia has made history, and not in a quiet way. A brand new president is in office, Ntumbo Ndindietwa, and she's rewriting the rules from day one. Her first move, a direct, no-nonsense message that's reached the ears of Donald Trump and top US officials. For years, African citizens have been boxed out by US visa policies, delays, denials, disrespect. Meanwhile, American travelers enjoyed a free ride into African nations. No paperwork, no restrictions, no questions asked. Well, that free ride is over. Namibia just turned the tables in a way nobody saw coming. President Ndindietwa made the new rule loud and clear. If Africans have to go through hoops to get into America, then Americans will face the same when entering Africa. One for one. No exceptions. And here's where things get interesting. Trump brushed it off at first, but now he's paying attention. Before we peel back the layers of this diplomatic shakeup and the bigger picture it reveals, do us a solid. Hit that like button and subscribe. What's coming next? You won't want to miss a second, because right now, over 500 Americans in Namibia have been told, pack your bags. You're leaving. Why? They ignored the country's brand new visa law. No application, no legal entry. And Namibia? They're done playing host to rule breakers. But the real bombshell? What did these Americans actually do? Why this sudden, sweeping order? And if they don't leave, what's next? Forced deportations. Let's unpack it. Namibia has pulled the plug on visa-free entry for Americans, starting April 1st, 2025. No more strolling through immigration with a smile and a passport. If Africans have to apply to visit the US, Americans now have to apply to visit Namibia. That's not bureaucracy, that's equality. This isn't just another law, it's a defining moment. And it comes from a president making waves as Namibia's first woman head of state. Her name is Ntumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, and she's not making noise out of spite. She's making moves based on principle. For too long, Namibian travelers were forced to jump through humiliating hoops to visit the US. Long waits, interrogations, rejections for no clear reason. All while Americans walked through Namibian airports like VIPs, passports barely checked. Those days, gone. From now on, American visitors will need a visa on arrival, and it'll cost them $90. That's only the beginning. Officials have already launched a crackdown on Americans living and working in Namibia without legal documents. This is bigger than tourism, it's a message. Africa is no longer playing second fiddle, and Namibia is sounding the alarm. Over 500 Americans are now facing expulsion. But they weren't all beach-hopping tourists. Some were knee-deep in Namibia's mineral-rich industries, diamonds, copper, uranium, working off the books, no permits, no oversight. And they've been doing it for years, quietly, under the radar, not anymore.
All right, Majesties, we listened to that. I was just happy with the policy. I was happy with the decision. Am I wicked? You can say I'm wicked, but that's your business, because I don't see why you keep restricting Africans. And you want Africans to worship your citizens. Come on, what do you mean by that? If you had restricted us, we have the power to restrict you as well. When will Africa even realize their worth? When will Africans realize their worth and value their nations? We are facing all this nonsense because we have refused to realize our worth, we have refused to value ourselves. That is why we face what we face as Africans. And until we realize who we are, begin to work on our homeland, develop our homeland, nothing will change. For a fact, nothing will change. So when I saw this, I'm like, yeah, I think it's you do me, I do you. If you act good towards me, I will reciprocate with goodness, right? If you act bad and I reciprocate with bad, are you going to say I'm wicked? No, because it is the same way that you acted towards me. The same measure you used for me is the same measure you shall shaking together, running over, is what you will receive. Like I said initially, there are policies that Trump makes that, in short, is helping Africans to regain her dignity and rediscover herself. That thing that is pursuing you from Africa, you have to sit back and, be man enough, be woman enough to face that thing that is kicking you out. Face it. Face your demons. Work on it. Develop yourself. We have the power. Our ancestors did this. What is wrong with us? That we become beggars everywhere. They are insulting us every day, here and there, all because of people running to Europe and America. What is the problem? We have arid, uncultivated land in the continent. Your Majesties, we have fertile land. We have enough space to build the kind of houses we want to build. We have the resources. We have the bearable climate. How many times have you heard of natural disasters here and there? Nature is our friend. But all of this, we throw it away, running to Europe and America. A lot of people have lost their life on the waters, crossing to France, crossing to Italy. They have died on the Mediterranean. A lot of persons have died in that waters. Why? Because they were told that Africa is poor. If they are in Africa, they can't make it. If they are in Africa, they can't develop, so they have to run away. They buy this idea and run out of their continent, meeting death on the way. Why can we not wake up as Africans and realize that nobody is coming to build our home for us? If we are not ready to build our homes, then let's forget it. Nothing will work. If we are not ready to build our homes, let's forget it all. This whole idea of running to a place, they are going to kick you back. They have started kicking you. I have been telling you, before Trump came to power and started this, 2 years ago, I was telling you here, you are running away. Who will come and build your home? Since you refuse to build your home, you sell your property and run away. When they kick you back, where are you going to come and live in? A lot of you said I was trying to, prohibit others from traveling out. I was trying to poison other people's mind from going to go get a better life, from going to heaven, because you say America is heaven. Anyway, what do you think? Leave your thoughts and opinion there in the section. I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always, Your Majesties. Bye for now.